Hey, I had some good news. I also wanted to show my progress on Knights of Valor. Now, this is a little bit behind what's going on in the scheduled videos right now because I've been streaming this a lot. I'm really low on cash right now, so I haven't really had the funds to go do anything else really, so I've just been no-lifing this. And the good news is that I have acquired a bunch of codes for my giveaway. Now the giveaway is going to be the much overdue celebration for 5,000 subscribers and over 8 million views on YouTube. I've decided that I'm going to do it early next week, probably either the 1st or the 2nd. Actually, let's just make it the 1st, that way it won't conflict with SGDQ. On the 1st at 5 PM Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of Humble Bundle codes they have just had for a long time. And I'm never gonna play. You know me, I don't like to put games on my account that I'm never going to play. So I'm gonna give those out. The Streets of Fury EX developers actually just randomly messaged me today, and they gave me 5 codes. So I'll be giving those out. I just ask the Humble Bundle stuff. I don't really care. You know, if you don't have much of an intention of actually playing it, as long as you have like some intention of getting around to it at some point. But the Streets of Fury EX codes, I asked that you guys like actually have an interest in playing because, you know, they didn't have to give me those codes. I was going to buy some and support them, but they just kind of randomly gave me 5 codes. Right now the game's selling for $4.49, so that's like a $20 value. So if you participate in my giveaway, you know, I don't really have a lot of funds to do this stuff to begin with. So if you do, just you know, make sure that you have some intention of playing it. But I'm going to be giving out a whole bunch of stuff. I may have some other codes coming down the pipeline too. There should be a prize for everybody pretty much, so make sure you come by. In terms of the structure, I'll definitely be playing this. I did purchase the Hurricane of the Varstray off the Steam sale. I got Streets of Rage 2 and 3 for the Steam Workshop mods, so I'll probably be looking at those. I'll probably throw a Streets of Fury EX speedrun in there at some point, since you know, they were nice enough to give me a code. I owe it to them. They said that the update's going to be coming soon, and it's going to have 3 new characters, so I'll definitely be covering that. I don't know if they're going to give me a beta code again, like they did for the parry build or not, but I'll be doing that at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on for now. Odin Sphere New Game Plus. I'm almost done with Gwendolyn's campaign, but I've been taking it slow just because I don't want to get burnt out on the game. It took me almost 40 hours to finish it the first time, so I want to make sure that I don't get too burnt out too fast. But I will be doing more footage of that in the near future. July is going to be a little awkward for me because I'll still be putting up something every day, but I won't have a network. I'm leaving my network on July 2nd. That's when the contract is supposed to be up. I hope that they will actually hold up their part of the deal, and they'll actually, you know, let me out of the contract so I can switch networks. So as a result, I won't really have that much funds for the channel next month. I'll probably get like a cash credit card on this, and maybe I'll purchase another character or some items or something like that. But probably a lot of this and Odin Spear, because there's like really nothing coming out until Basara. I might actually have to fund Basara next month, actually, because of the whole Brexit thing going on. A lot of the sites that sell the Japan, you know, PSN codes are like jacking up the price because of the whole economy issue. So I don't know how much more that game's going to cost. It's a little nerve-wracking because Basara's, it's always been like almost $80 for me to import, and that was before all this stuff happened. So I might have to, you know, physically prepare for that with some extra money. So in any case, I'm going to show my progress. I have unlocked Insane Mode. I'm very close to level 40 with this character. I've got 2 talent trees. I've got a pretty decent weapon too. I got this plus 10 Tonfa. Doesn't have an awakening on it, but pretty good damage. I'm more than happy with that. It's got some nice agility too. Still got pretty crappy gear, but hopefully the game will be nice to me now that I'm on Insane Mode. Give me some stuff worth using. So I'm going to go through a quick map here, just to kill some time. This game is fun, but the boss battles definitely need some work. Like, they are just plain not fun. when you play solo, unless you just have crazy gear and you can just decimate them. I wish that they staggered far more often than they did. It's far too random, and you don't really get a whole lot off it, which really hurts with this character, because this character has really crazy like air combos and jump cancels and stuff. But none of that stuff applies to the bosses at all. They kind of just tank everything. It's a shame, really. So I have a passive ability that makes it when you step on an enemy, you get 25% extra damage. So it's probably going to be great for crowd control. Definitely noticing a damage increase with that new passive skill. Also, her down and square, I forgot to mention this in her overview, but the higher up you are on the screen, the more damage it does. So it's not something you can capitalize off of a lot before you're level 30, but when you hit 30 and you get the upgraded jump cancel, it's actually pretty nice to have. Oh wow. It's a shame that that passive ability is barely going to do anything on bosses because of how they're designed. I guess you could do a pretty nice combo and then cancel into the jump and then up triangle. I know I've had a pretty large influx of new subscribers. I'm not really sure why. I haven't been making anything that interesting, but basically my giveaways are very simple. You just have to come in and participate in the chat, and you get a chance to win. You don't have to donate to me or answer a question or anything like that. It's pretty much just RNG, like most giveaways. It's just that I don't really have a large viewer base, so you have a pretty high chance of winning. It was initially going to just be my Humble Bundle leftovers and maybe some stuff off the Steam sale, like a copy of Transformers or something. I might still do that, but it depends on how many people show up. I don't want to be stuck with a code that I can't like use myself. But if enough people show up and we go through the other prizes, then I'll go from there, because I only spent I spent under $4 on the Steam sale. It really wasn't much of anything that I absolutely had to have. And I'll be checking out the Hurricane of the Varstray on stream, probably once I get all this game out of my system for a while. So I'm going to go over her build, or rather my build and my plan for the future. Now keep in mind, this is all just my own personal opinion and foresight. I don't know anything about the Chinese community, and if they even really put much time into this character at all. She only came out like last week, so I don't know how much information there is regardless, but either way, I don't know what it is or where it is. So this is just going to be my personal opinion, where I want to take the character. So let me go to her skill tree. All of her moves are very useful. Some of the characters, they have like little extra parts to their moveset that don't require, you know, they're like command moves. They don't require a meter or anything. Some of them aren't that great. Like some of the characters that I've played, some of their moves are pretty lackluster. They don't really have much of a purpose. But with her, all of her moves are really, really good. They're all definitely worth having. Yeah, I've played this character. I'm almost at level 40 now, so I've seen the majority of the game. I'm going through insane right now. Her dashing attack is definitely one of her best moves. You can use it for a gap closer. It covers a very large distance. Even enemies that are super armored, most of them will crumple. So even if they don't stagger, you know, you can still get a couple hits off them, or you can chain into a super and just finish them off that way. This is definitely a great move. Also, if you have something in the corner, if you want, you can backstep and do her dashing gut punch again, and it will pop them up and you can continue into an air combo. You see me using that a lot. It's definitely a great move, and you get it pretty much right at the start, so definitely save the points for this. If you buy her off the PlayStation Store, you buy the bundle, the one that's really expensive, you will have some skill scrolls, and you can use it. You can pretty much get all this stuff right away. Her launcher, it's not that great until you get the second level of ladder jump, because when you get that, you can jump cancel off it. And sometimes, most of the time, they actually get launched up with you. Like you're so high off the screen that you're not even visible at that point. But you can use it to get that passive bonus once you get a little higher, and you can use that to just do like an air super and get a bunch of damage. So definitely take all of these. The Hyakuretsuken super, it's decent, I guess. You see me using it a lot off forward square. Just to kind of group everything up, and you can also get the jump cancel bonus off it and chain into up triangle. I don't know how great it is. It's definitely an awful move on bosses, just because of the way that the bosses work. She will start just punching the air. You'll get like a couple hits off them and that's it. So it's definitely not a move you use for bossing. It's pretty much strictly for, you know, the regular enemies, which is honestly a big part of the game. I only have it at level 2 right now. It doesn't seem like it gets much of a bonus aside from just being able to punch for longer, which on a boss is actually going to be detrimental, unfortunately. Up and triangle is probably her best super from what I've seen. Excellent crowd control, and it does pretty good damage on bosses. This is definitely not a crowd control character, so don't really expect to go into time mode and do well with her. Like, I've tried it multiple times. She's just not a not a character really cut out for that, unfortunately. But on bosses, it staggers them pretty often, and it does good damage as long as you have proper spacing. This is like her auto combo super. You push square, and if you have it leveled up enough, she does like a 3-hit combo. It doesn't seem to break guards that much, but it does pretty good damage. If you're on regular enemies, it launches them all up so you can get the jump cancel bonus. And this move I haven't been using that much. I guess it's decent. It says the shockwave level increases along with the falling distance, so maybe I just need to put some more points into it. But for now, I can't really comment on this move that much. Her super is really good too, her rage super. Does pretty good damage. It also juggles at the end, so if you have an assist or you're with someone else, they can pop their super too and you can get a bunch of damage off the boss. I haven't messed with the passives yet because I'm trying to get the rest of the build. Definitely going to max attack. I don't know how much HP would really matter. I don't think you can really be a tank in this game, at least from what I've seen. I played this game up to level 40, it seems like you just take a bunch of damage regardless. I'll get back to you guys on this once I level up more. You definitely want to max out her stamina or her super bar, simply because it's a big part of her damage. It's some of the only consistent crowd control she has, so definitely put the points into this even though it's expensive. I haven't bothered with capacity upgrade simply because I don't really use the items that much. I mostly just use healing and meter gain and then a couple of talismans and spells and stuff for bosses. But I don't know, your mileage may vary. The level cap is 100 now, so I'm assuming you have enough to just pretty much get everything, or at least most of the useful stuff. Now here's Joyful. This is the attack increases 25% for 5 seconds after stepping on the enemy, so you definitely want to jump cancel as much as you can, and you keep it when you're on the ground too, so even if an enemy is already dead, you might want to try to step off them so that you can come down to the ground and get that nice attack bonus. You have to put some points into speed up to get that. Now this I can't comment on. I've never actually gotten this on the other version, but I wonder if this would be good on bosses. I'll definitely be testing this out in the near future once I have some more skill scrolls or something, and I'll check that out and get back to you guys. But that's basically my build. I'm probably going to put points into this too. This is the first attack after staying 3 seconds in the air will be a critical attack. So you do like a long combo, and then you jump cancel, and then you do the up and triangle, and everything's pretty much going to disintegrate, basically. I'm assuming that's what will happen. So that's my build for now. It's not complete, obviously. This game is pretty grindy. It's not like DFO where you can just get up to the cap right away. It takes a pretty significant amount of time, but I hope this helps people that are playing the game, and you know, the 3 of you that actually bought this character because of how ridiculously expensive she is. So that's what's going on. I'll be playing a lot more of this. Odin Sphere sprinkled on the side. I kind of don't want to get burnt out on it right now, so it's been I've been playing it on and off. You know, like when I'm done watching streams for the day or something, I'll like turn it on and I'll record a video or something like that. I've pretty much finished everything in the game. I might do some speed runs once I finish the second playthrough, but like I said, no particular rush to finish it. I kind of want to save it for next month, since next month I'm not going to have that much funds for new games for the channel. It's pretty much mostly going to be paying off the PC repair bill. I have to pay back my friend who he hooked me up with a code so that I could play this character early. I have to pay him back, and then after that I'm probably not going to have that much for the channel. So you can expect more of this. DFO is going to get a patch pretty soon. There's a rumor that the Lancer class is going to come out in a few weeks. I might check that out along with the HD patch. So that's the update. Make sure you come by on July 1st at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be giving out as much as I can. In the event that I have anything left over, I'll try to give out as much of it as I can before and during GDQ, so you guys can come by and win some free stuff. Anyway, see you guys later. Peace.